here, baby. Good girl. Hi, welcome to week 4 of our online obedience classes. This is Jamie. She's almost 2. She started competing on her first obedience titles when she was 13 months old. And she loves to work because we've always made training fun. So we're going to work, as you can see, she's offering me a lot of focus and attention. So if she's going to offer me attention, good girl, I'm going to praise her for it. And I probably will reward her at the beginning. Not every single time, because at this point, they need to not always be looking for food every single time. Intermittent reinforcing variable is far more rewarding, is far more reinforcing than constant. It's like the fishermen. They get out there and they fish. They may not catch that big fish today, but they know that big fish is out there, and they're going to keep going back and keep going back and keep going back till they finally get that big fish. So they're, like I said, it's variable reinforcing, so it's much more enticing them to do it and want to do it because they never know when they're going to get the reward when they're not. Good girl. So we're going to build up a little more time. Right here, close. Good girl. Good job. A little more time on the watch, on the stays and the attention. And now we're going to, I've got her focus and attention. I'm going to tell her stay, and I'm going to take 2 steps out and face her. And now is when we're going to start throwing some distractions in. I may step to the side. I may walk this way. I may walk that way. I may turn my back on her for a minute. So no matter what I do, and I may have, if there's other people around, have somebody else walk around for a distraction. I may toss a toy. Stay, which just happens to be right here. Stay. Good girl. I know. You wanted to go get it, didn't you? Good job. And I'll remind her, stay. Good girl. That's the one word I will repeat. Nice job. So once you've got them doing stay, you want to build up the time. The 3 Ds of a stay are duration, distraction, and distance. Distance is always the last thing you add, because if I started leaving her there and backing away and she breaks, I'm not there to correct her and help her stay in position, help her succeed. So I want to set her up for success. So if she broke that, I would just come up and remind her, long stay, good girl. So that I'm setting her for success and add distance last. So when I've got that, now I'm going to ask her to stay. I'm going to slide my left hand down the leash to steady her, and I'm going to walk around her back to heel position. Good girl. Good job. Nice girl. Aren't you clever? Awesome. Good girl. Okay. So sometimes in the beginning you may have to help them because you start to walk around and going, oh my gosh, where are you going? I got to turn around and look at you. There's a couple different ways you can solve that problem. Come up here. Sit. One way to do it is I take a cookie in my left hand and let her nibble on it, which is keeping her occupied while I walk around. Good girl. There you go. Nice job. The other thing I can do if she starts to do that is stay. I've got my hand in her collar. I can go stay and just help her stay in position while I step around her back here. Good girl. And then I'll reward. Okay. Good girl. So you want to help the dog set them up for success. Because make it fun. And it is fun, isn't it? Yes. Okay, we're getting a little more in the loose leash healing now. So I've got the leash in my right hand. And I don't have anything in my hand right now. But I'm giving her something to focus on because she knows before the past there was something in my hand. Now there's not. So I'm giving her something to focus. Ready? Heel. Good girl. Come on. Awesome. And I do serpentines. Girl. And circles. Come up. Come up. Good girl. And when I stop, I ask her to sit. Good job. By varying your things, if you walk in a straight line, I know where you're going, so I'm just going to get there ahead of you and I'm going to beat you. But if you start walking silly little patterns, they have to pay much more attention because they really don't know where you're going. So if I go, ready, heel, good girl. Come on. Good. Up. Good job. And all of a sudden I go, she thinks I'm going this way, but all of a sudden I just go, oh, we went this way, didn't we? Good girl, awesome. And if she gets ahead, I can just step back, ask her to come front again. Good. Now get close. Good. So I can bring her back into position. By making the healing fun, and they want to do something. They want to play with you, they want to be with you. So you need to make it fun. So like I said, I just totally keep it guessing. She never knows where I'm going to be healing, where I'm not going to be going. Ready? Sit. Good girl. Eyes. Nice. Ready? Around. Yay. Let's go. Good girl. Oh, I fooled you, didn't I? You didn't know what I was going to do. Yes, good girl. So I keep her guessing. She thought I was going to go do an about turn, but I did a circle instead. Good girl. And back up. Yeah, there you go. Come around. Oh, and that's going to go around. Yeah. Fooled you, didn't I? Good girl. Nice job. Very clever. There. So make your healing practice fun. You want to incorporate things into it. You can actually, if you've got cones, you can set cones. You can take a plastic milk jug or something for something to, cones to weave in and out of. So it could go something like this. Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Yay. Good girl. Round. Around. Good girl. But vary your healing. Don't make it straight out, straight back. Go front. Oh, that's a yucky front. That's yucky. Where's front? That's a good front. Good girl, yes. Very good front. So like I said, you want to make it interesting and vary your patterns and don't do straight line healing. One of the most common problems people have is getting the dog to come when called. And so we play what we call the two cookie game. And I've got the leash. I'm not going to ask her to sit or anything. I've got several treats in my hand. I'm just going to take it. Ready? Are you ready? Find it! Good girl. Come! Good girl. And I'm going to meet her with the cookie. I'm not going to ask her to sit when she comes to me, because if I ask her to sit this time, I'm rewarding her for the sit, not for the coming. That's why my hand was down really low to meet her with the cookie. Ready? And I did not reel her in, because any dog will come in if I reel her in. It has to be her idea. So as soon as she gets it, get it! Up. Good girl. Up. Good girl. See, I can call her off of anything because she knows this game. Oh, it's a fun game, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm all tangled up with the leash. Look at that. And it is important to have the leash on so I can give her a quick little pop. And if she doesn't come, I can take a couple steps back and encourage her to come. Ready? Get it. Good girl. Come. Good girl. So as I back up, it encourages her to come to me. Good girl. You ready? One more. Ready? Get it. Get it. Good girl. Come. Good girl. Yes. Right here. Right here. Good girl. So I'm encouraging her to come. So I just give her just a quick little pop as soon as she hits the end of the leash. And that's why even if she didn't get it, because I want to be able to call her off of something. She's out in the yard. Squirrel, rabbit, or as the rabbit is called, is a boing squirrel, because they're all squirrels, and boing squirrels, and prickly squirrels, and striped squirrels, and cheery squirrels. But they're fun to chase. So I want to be able to call my dogs off of anything. So when you go out, so it's, hey, ready, come. So it's a quick little pop, and then I call her into me. So in today's homework, there are actually several other games. There is hide and seek, which is a lot of fun to play with your dog. See how creative you can be in playing hide and seek. In the beginning, you may just go to the other side of a door and call your dog to you and reward you. And you'll find pretty soon it gets harder and harder. You have to be more creative. You can go hide in the bathtub, you can hide in the shower, you can hide in the closet. See how creative you can be with hiding places and how quickly your dog finds you. And then when they do, tell them how wonderful they are. They're awesome. They're so good. You found me. Wow, you're so clever. And it's a lot of fun, especially for the kids, especially with the kids at home now. Hide and seek is a lot of fun to play. So if you have any questions, definitely email me and let me know how you're doing. Thanks.